Welcome to my channel. I thought I would do something in addition to the tarot readings. For those of you that are new to tarot, this might be of interest to you. I thought I would go through some of the history or the historical elements to some of the cards, in addition to giving a rundown of the unboxing of some of the tarot decks that I have and those that I purchase. So this one in particular is the Hermetic Tarot, and this is an unboxing review of that Hermetic Tarot. So again, this is some of the cards inside and the box itself. So my take on this deck is that it is a beautifully done, richly symbolic, astrological, and Kabbalistic look into many of the traditions of esoteric study today. There is a lot of rich imagery. Again, the box itself is designed in black and white with descriptive numbers and headings, and they're clear enough to understand, and yet they're deep enough to explore even at the level of the subconscious to really encourage self-development. I would say you might gain more insight if you were to meditate on them or really spend some time with each of the cards to be able to glean some degree of insight. As far as the card stock itself, it's fairly durable, flexible. I wouldn't say it's a hardy stock. If you're using this as your main deck, I wouldn't think that you would have a lot of longevity out of it. But again, it's still fairly flexible, easy to shuffle, small enough to fit into the hand, that kind of thing. So this book that comes with this particular deck, I find that it's too simple. I find that the book that comes with the deck is fairly simple. It's traditional, really limited explanations, some narrow insights into the cards and the symbols themselves. I feel you'd have to take it upon yourself to personalize the meanings, as I mentioned, and really engage with the cards individually to really appreciate the nature of that hermetic symbolism and gain clarity on the meanings. I feel that you have to have a fairly evolved understanding of tarot to be more advanced along that intuitive process to engage in personal interpretations of these cards. It's not to say you still couldn't gain some insight if you're new to the cards. I just think you have to spend a little bit more time with the cards to really maybe have it speak to you. So as far as the deck was influenced by the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, which was a very influential magical group, and it was known for its study and practice of the occult and the metaphysical world in the late 18th century. This secret society was founded in 1887 by Samuel Liddell MacGregor Mathers, and the Golden Dawn was had a hierarchical-based system. But so in other words, it had three orders, and of course, you know, there's many branches beyond the Golden Dawn that are still related, but basically the Golden Dawn was the first of the has three orders, and it had a hierarchical system which first taught the esoteric philosophy based on the Kabbalah, and then it took you through basic elements of astrology, tarot, etc. And then the second order moved into the practices of magic, ritual, astral travel, crystal ball scrying, which then moved into that third level, which they then had secret chiefs, and they were considered to be highly skilled masters, basically, and directed the other orders through spirit communication. So although many regard the practices of that time relating to the Golden Dawn as antiquated, there's still strong acknowledgement and inspiration by those practicing today in our modern world that are new age or magical, and they're on that spiritual journey, and other energy workers that also borrow from, you know, such traditional foundations for their symbol, tarot, and other holistic practices. So I'll just bring some of these forward here as well. So again, you know, the Golden Dawn was a secret society, influential group in the spiritual communities. It really provided an interconnected discipline that was structured around principles, and it reflected a means of researching the esoteric archangels. And it had, you know, a fair amount of Hebrew alphabet that related to astrology and tarot and many other development to the divine realm. So the original teachings encouraged its members to actually create their own tarot, which allowed for broader dimensions. And although in terms of again, the symbols and how to relate to the cards. And although the decks were still based on Mather's original tarot, many of the symbols and the ideas were incorporated and synthesized, creating that unique 20th century deck, which you're looking at right now. And so it allows you to have more of an experience with the deck when you sit down and you're actually able to relate to each card. So again, the Golden Dawn still persists today, and it has been active for 130 years. And they do continue to grow their tradition. And there are many communities around the globe. And the purpose of the Golden Dawn is to connect the student with the divine energy of gods, goddesses, angels, and spirit beings to encourage a transformative, personalized path of light. So again, hopefully this gave you a little bit of insight into the Hermetic Tarot and some of the background and the images that you would be getting inside the tarot deck. And hopefully it allows you to, if you're using it on a personal level, as I said, hopefully it allows you to move into a deeper sense of personal development on your own path.